In the wake of scaling a few organizations to 7 figures and then some, this business visionary has realized what to do and not to do during a time of development. There are the means you ought to take and the slip-ups to keep away from. Scaling your business to 7 figures isn't just hard. However, it additionally is difficult. In any event, it's difficult to keep a 7-figure business and keep on scaling it. I've realized this the most difficult way possible in the wake of building and growing a few organizations to 7 figures and then some, as well as tutoring and putting resources into handfuls more. It's odd the way in which simple it can feel once you gather some speed. Development prompts development and everything is by all accounts alright. Until out of nowhere, it isn't. Having gone through this cycle myself, I've found a couple of normal mix-ups the greater part of us make when in a time of development. I share these in the expectation they not just motivate you to scale your own business higher than ever, however, keep up with these levels so you can keep on crushing through one discriminatory limitation after another. 1. You employ excessively quick. Regardless of what industry you're in, it's critical to extend your group while developing your business. You can unfortunately do a limited amount a lot. You should delegate and work on the business as opposed to attempting to do everything all alone. In any case, the timing around this must be correct. Assuming that you push too hard too early, you can overpower and end all energy. So despite the fact that you really want to develop your group, and continually ponder the various kinds of jobs you want, it's fundamental that you get clear on your needs. By focusing on the jobs that offer the most return, you guarantee you keep up with your force without overwhelming yourself, your current colleagues, and, generally significant of all, your income. 2. You make an excessive number of offers. I see this error constantly, frequently on the grounds that a business person catches up on the latest, contrasting themselves with other entrepreneurs. You've heard the guidance previously, to broaden your portfolio and add various revenue sources. It's a word of wisdom, to some degree. However, you need to proceed cautiously in light of the fact that starting an excessive number of offers too early puts substantially a lot of strain on your shoulders. More regrettable than that, it makes a distinction among you and your crowd since they don't have the foggiest idea what they ought to do straight away. Would it be advisable for them to purchase your course? Perhaps employ you to mentor them? What about that enrollment they can buy into? Or then again that other course, program or item? The last thing you maintain that should do is overpower and confound. Adding new revenue streams is significant, however you don't need to do it all at this point. Ensure you become a go-to expert in a couple of regions and offer gigantic benefit to those you serve. 3. You increment your costs. This slip-up is a side effect of the past two in light of the fact that as you develop your group and add new revenue sources, your costs rise dramatically. It can appear to be reasonable right away, yet after a short time it can twisting wild. I've encountered this firsthand as my month-to-month expenses basically multiplied month on month. It's a debacle in the works except if you get completely clear on your funds. This is a ceaseless propensity you want to sustain, guaranteeing you monitor your income and use every month. It isn't so much that you shouldn't spend more as you make more, however you need to give all that you put resources into motivation. Whether that is another colleague, working on your way of life or putting new assets into the business, you generally must have a justification for spending your cash. If not, you can immediately run out of it. 4. You don't reinvest in your business. Yet again, his is a tremendous slip-up and it's one I used to make. There's such a lot of exhortation out there about how to put away your cash. The issue is, its majority isn't pertinent to a business person in light of the fact that the greater part of it urges you to remove cash from your business and spot it elsewhere, stocks, shares, bonds, benefits, and so forth. That seems okay for somebody with an anticipated pay. In any case, for a business person, no chance. The best thing you can put resources into is your business since this is what you have the most command over. So before you give your cash to another person to contribute, ensure you completely support your business with the time, cash and assets it needs. 5. You don't remove cash from your business. It's essential to continually put resources into your business. However, you need to keep on putting resources into your own life, way of life and self-awareness. In the good old days, I additionally suggest business people take as little as possible and reinvest as quite a bit of it into their business. However, this can keep going so lengthy. When you gather speed and step into a time of development, you need to embrace this yourself, as an entrepreneur, however as an individual. I see this error play out time and again as fruitful business people battle to step back and appreciate life. It's a fine equilibrium, yet it's a significant one to track down concordance. The option before long turns poisonous as you detest your business. It's a simple fix since you should simply to focus on developing as an individual as you develop your business. This implies you also require, and merit, venture, cash, time, energy and consideration. The roller coaster ride you're on is loaded with highs and lows. Since you're scaling and on the road to success to 7 figures and past doesn't mean there aren't impediments in your manner. Stay away from and defeating these 5 missteps will assist you with exploring your direction to progress.